This is Wolfe Glick, aka Wolfey VGC, winner of a Pokemon World Championship, winner of the most entered tournament of all time, and competitive YouTuber extraordinaire. And this is Exeggutor, his favorite Pokemon. Recently, Wolfey released a video where he entered a tournament with a team based around making Exeggutor viable. So I thought it would be fun to do what I do best and bring it to life with 3D printing. But I'm not going to just slap a face on a plant and call it a day, because I have some fun ideas that I want to expand upon. And I'm not stopping at just Exeggutor, because I have an extra mystery box that I think he's going to love as well.
So first, if I'm going to make Exeggutor real, what plant should I even use? Well, after a bit of research, I found out that Exeggutor is in fact based off of a real plant. And it turns out this plant is called the Dracaena, also known as the dragon plant. And I'm going to need you to remember that fact for later. Now thankfully you can actually find this plant all over the place, and at Ikea they're only $13. So I guess it's time for me to head to Ikea. Just some oak and some pine and a handful of Norsemen. And for once it's not for those meaty balls. 50-50, I keep that in, huh?
And as I made my way over to the plant section, I found the perfect Dracaena. I called him Daryl. And psych, I did get the meatballs.
But also psych again, because these are made of plants. I was also gonna make a joke about how this wasn't worth it for the bit, but these are actually pretty good.
Anyway, when we got to the car, I strapped him in to make sure he was safe, but it turned out that wasn't the only kind of safety I had to be worried about.
Because when I got home and put Daryl on my desk, he instantly booted up Rocket League. Started to be toxic, and made some bad enemies.
Yeah, we got doxxed.
So since then, I've been using today's video partner, NordVPN. Now when I'm surfing the web or playing games, I'll be listed as being in Miami or something. You can pick the country and city, it's pretty cool. And Nord has other ways of protecting my household as well.
Well, actually, VPNs can only reroute your IP address. Everything else is a lie.
Well, actually, that's the NordVPN difference, because they offer Online Threat Protection Pro as well. This keeps you safe from bad websites while you're browsing, removes a bunch of trackers that websites try to put on you, and protects you from bad applications from running on your PC. So I actually put my PC on the line here by clicking on a link from an email that should have gotten filtered by my spam, but wasn't. And yet, when I click it, I'm protected.
Well, I know Nord has all your data. I'm sure they log every little place that you've been to.
Well, I actually looked into that, and every single time they've been audited, they've proven time and time again that they never log any of your data.
Fine. You'll regret this though, Mr. BigRig.
What? Oh, is that the guy who doxed us? Okay, that makes sense why he doesn't like Nord. Well, the good news is, if you want to be protected from creeps like him, if you use my link and purchase at least 2 years of NordVPN, you get 4 months free, and you get 20 gigabytes of a free eSIM when you travel abroad. I really could have used that the last time I went to Japan. So make sure you go to nordvpn.com/BigRig to start getting protected today. Now let's get back to turning Daryl into an Exeggutor. Now, I'm not the first person to come up with this idea. In fact, there's plenty of these that already exist on the internet. And I don't want to be mean, but none of these are exactly perfect, let's say. So, I think it's finally time. This is finally where I learn how to create a creature from scratch in Blender. Is what I would say if somebody didn't make a perfect Exeggutor planter one day after I started this project. And let's be honest, there's no way I could have possibly done anything better than this one.
So with a bit of resizing and some modifications that I'll get to, it's time to print this big boy out. Now I have to just fill in the feet with my paint, and the paint job looks okay, but for the heads, I think this is the perfect time for me to test out my new multicolored printer. And yes, when it comes off the print bed, it does look like an eldritch horror. But after we remove the support structures, that is looking clean. And with a little bit of sanding and some dental work, it's good to go. And now we'll just add the actual plant. And I made this top attachment because of course everything has to stick together with magnets, right? And wow, this Exeggutor is looking great. But I think Wolfey's gonna need a lesson on how to take care of his new friend.
Hello and welcome back to Dracaena Plant Facts, because apparently that's what this channel does now. So the first thing you need to know is that this plant should probably have you in the shot, huh? I just realized that you're probably green screened right now, so you're gonna actually go back. So the first thing you need to know about these plants is that they're actually toxic to cats and dogs. So if you have one, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put them up for adoption. And if you don't have a cat or a dog, well, now you finally have an excuse to tell your friends and family why you just can't. You're welcome. And here's some good news. This plant is actually really easy to take care of. It needs minimal water and just a bit of sunlight if you want to keep it at the size it's at. Ideally, if you want it to grow really tall, you keep it in a humid environment with a lot of sunlight, but if not, it'll be fine. And if you need to trim it, it's actually pretty easy. You just take your plant and you start snipping around and... I'm just kidding. You can actually grow an entire new plant just off of this stem. At least that's what the internet told me. Now you might be asking yourself, what if this thing gets too tall? What if it outgrows my Exeggutor's body?
Oh boy, do I have the solution for you.
Remember when I said that the Dracaena plant is also known as a dragon tree? Well, that's exactly why the taller Alolan Exeggutor is part dragon type. And I think that's a much better justification for the dragon typing than, let's say, Tatsugiri. To make Alolan Exeggutor real, I had to go through quite a few prototypes. And don't worry, not everything went to waste, because I'm actually currently using one of the failed prototypes to hold my kitchen utensils. So now I can safely say at BigRig Laboratories, we're doing our part.
Now to transform Daryl into its Alolan counterpart, we just push in the new attachment, rotate the top part to the back, reattach the face to the top, and replant the tree. Now as the Dracaena grows, Exeggutor's neck can grow along with it, and when it's reached its max height, I included a tail to snap on to complete the look.
But we're not done yet, because I wouldn't want to give the world champ his favorite Pokemon without its necessary doubles partner. You see, in his video, for a variety of reasons, such as its ability and helping hand, Torkoal is Exeggutor's best partner on the field. So for its real-life counterpart, I wanted to take the idea of Torkoal's smokestack shell and combine it with the fact that the Dracaena really thrives in a humid environment. So yeah, we're gonna make a Torkoal humidifier.
So once again, I'm taking an existing model and doing some heavy modifications to it. And after printing the tortoise out, it's really justifying my purchase of that multicolored printer. I just needed some space to hold more water, so I'm going to be holding it in place with flex glue. And after gluing these red inserts into the shell, Torkoal is ready for this ultrasonic vapor maker. You know, that thing I tried to use and failed in my Origin Ball project. But this time's different, because I have this waterproof 24-volt fan that's going to connect to the exact same power supply for one plug. Now let's pour in some water and see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's not good. So what happened here other than Torkoal getting extreme stage fright? Well, not only was the atomizer too powerful and making a wet mess of everything, the fan was also too powerful and dissipated everything immediately. So I guess it's time to think of a plan B.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, okay, now we're finally cooking with steam. But to make it feel like Torkoal's actually emitting smoke, I got some liquid smoke that I'm gonna be dabbing in there.
Oh, that smells like smoke. Honestly, I thought it was gonna smell like barbecue chips, but this is actually kind of cool.
So all there's left to do is package everything up, and I'm gonna cover this box with a bunch of stickers of the other Pokemon that made the Exeggutor team possible. And for no other reason in particular.
Okay, now that everything's ready to be shipped. One second, it's my agent. Hey, what's up? I was just gonna ship the package off to Wolfe Glick. What do you mean he can't accept it? What does that mean? What does that mean to go full Marie Kondo? I think it sparks joy. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? No, that's not gonna work. Are you serious? I guess I can try. No, I understand. Okay. I love you too. Okay, bye. Okay, where was I? Let's go ship that package.
Real YouTube is opening packages from strangers. I hope it's not laced with anything bad.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If I sound weird today, it's because I have a cold, and I also won't be showing my face today because of the cold. So today's going to be a little different of a video. We got this package sent by, I gotta remember the name. It was like Big Guy Creates or something like that. I think he's trying to start a YouTube channel, so you know, good for him. I applaud him for trying to start doing a YouTube thing. But I thought it'd be fun to unpack what he sent me. Apparently it's something pretty cool. Yeah, let me go get my scissors. Okay, so what do we have inside? We have a box. Oh, real funny, Incineroar. Oh God, I never get tired of this joke. Okay, so I think we're gonna start with this box, and then we'll get to that. Okay, what is inside? Oh, I think I know what this is. Whoa, look at that. Wow, that's so cool. I love it. Did he know I love Exeggutor? That's crazy. That's awesome. I love Exeggutor so much. It looks like, that's really cool. Wow. Now, I'm still trying to figure out what this thing doesn't. Oh, this probably goes in there. And then when Exeggutor gets tall, it becomes Alolan Exeggutor. Whoa! And then it gets short. Wait, and then tall. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Oh, this was also in the box. That explains that. Does this go in the back then? Oh, it does! Whoa, that's also really cool! Whoa! All right, I like that. I really like that a lot. We're gonna move, I guess, to this guy. Oh, okay, so it's not Incineroar. That's a great start. And it looks like we have a Torkoal that you can plug in. Okay, I guess this just goes here. If I'm doing this correctly, I have no idea. Well, let's see what happens when you plug it in now. I hope it's not a bomb or something. Oh, whoa, there's mist coming out of it. Whoa! You can't really see it on camera, but now you should be able to see it. That's really cool, look at that. What? Why does it smell like Lay's barbecue potato chips? Not that I can smell it, you know, because of the cold. So yeah, thank you to Big Guy, or I should look up the name, 1 second. Okay, thank you to BigRig Creates. I really appreciate it. This is really cool because they're doubles partners. I get it, like for my video. If you want to support me in the channel, check out the cool merch I have at... Ooh, sorry Wolf, that's all the time we have. But be sure to tune in next week where I make Alpharad's favorite Pokemon Absol, which will tell you accurately when a natural disaster is going to happen right before it actually does. And he better accept the package because I am not bleaching my hair.
Special thanks to the executive level patrons: Zebramang, Marco Carini, Harley Jean, Grandma Watson, Jimmers, Evan Timmerman, Pow Pow, Jameson Zabalos, Sally and Dave, and Don Necco.